Hey guys, Lady Grixis here with week 2 of the video challenges. I have your results from last week as well as your challenge for this week. Now I did go through all the decks and play tested the majority of them, looked at the flavors that you used, and I really love every single deck that you guys submitted, so thank you for that. The one that I ended up choosing, however, happened to involve a little starfish spamming, and I'm sure you all know who I'm talking about. If you don't, then it was Gorzo. You need to go check out his deck because it's wonderful. And not only does he have starfish all over the place, but he also has homunculuses all over the place and a bunch of other little token creatures that just rock the world. And I couldn't think of a more fun deck to play than that one. There were some really, really good ones that I kind of put in honorable mention as well. Kaleo, you did a great job. I will actually probably be stealing your deck list to play at my F&M if you don't mind, just to see how it runs. And Anubis, you did a really good job as well. I enjoyed all of the token decks. That's exactly what I was looking for tokens to sacrifice, but all the flavor in everybody else's was great as well. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the interview that I did with Gorzo. It was just text this time. I'm going to have to kind of feel out how I can do web-based interviews as well as phone interviews from here on out. But to get started, I felt like this was easiest. So I'm going to read the questions, and then I'm going to read you guys his responses. And I actually derived this week's challenge from the fourth question that I asked. So pay special attention to that one. The first one is, how did you get into Magic? He said, a few years ago, just after the release of New Phyrexia, I and two of my friends got a message from my brother. It said, hey gang, we need to schedule a get-together. I've just been introduced to a game that we'll all need to play. It was Magic. Is a good pun, right? After getting a taste, he bought a deck builder's toolkit and ended up building a deck for each color for each of us to play with. We all loved it, and I was hooked. Next question is interesting. I asked what's one of the funniest experiences you've encountered while playing Magic, and I didn't expect to get such a large response on this one, like in super detail, but it was really entertaining, and all I can say about it is EDH, because EDH has all the shenanigans, and I should have expected it as much as he loves EDH, and as shenanigan amazingly injected his EDH is. So to get the answer for that, you'll probably need to message Gorzo. I'm going to move on to the next question, but you really should contact him. It's funny. Question number 3. What do you think the future holds for Magic? He said it's tough to say. We've all probably heard about the 7-year plan, of which we're currently on year 3 with Theros. I'm super excited to see what those folks in R&D have in store for us for the rest of this plan. But what could come after? I couldn't say. Perhaps after the 7-year plan, we'll see another change like we did in the 7th edition. A new age, new card formatting, new borders, new rule changes. The game will continue to evolve, and I wholeheartedly agree. Question number 4. What's your favorite card of all time and why? He said, I'm having trouble deciding, but the card that keeps popping into my head is Nova Blast Worm. Why? It's huge, flashy, and pure EDH gold. I love worm cards, and Nova Blast is creme de la creme of big, toothy, serpentine abominations. It's so powerful, it explodes the world when it strikes. How incredibly flavorful is that? And to top it all off, the artwork is flawless and fitting. Agreed. So with that being said, your next challenge is to build a 60 card or less tribal worm deck. I'm not going to say whether or not you can throw in some snakes or slugs or other creepy crawlers. That's fine if you wish, but what I'm looking for is tribal worm. So please try and stay as close in that little box as you possibly can. And if you have any other questions or really want to do an interview so that you can have say kind of over the next challenge, let me know, and let me know what your ideas are, and we'll see if we can get something worked out. All right. See you guys next week.